Who's that brother? Now, this is actually related to the Mario Brothers, if you couldn't determine that by the text. This is a segment where I take a look at viewer-submitted Marios, and I try to name them, and I talk about them a little bit, and I try to figure out what's their story. Who's that brother? This was a pretty interesting segment submission, and people just sent me tons of Marios. Unfortunately, people also sent me their Mario OCs, which I definitely did not want to see. I didn't want to see any of those. So, this is more for bootlegs and weird versions of the actual Mario. And we'll see how weird it gets. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of shuffle and start with a random one. And, so this one is probably the crustiest image, and it's just Balloon Mario, so there's really not anything here about this that's that different from the regular Mario. It's just Balloon Mario. You know, Mario has been inflated before. He's been a balloon. Super Mario World, that was a mechanic. His name is Cold Steel, the Mario. No, he's just Balloon Mario. He's Ballario. I like his eyes, though, because he looks like he's just seen some crazy shit. Like, he is witnessing the horrors of the Mushroom Kingdom right now. This one is a pretty famous one. I've seen this before. And it's like a koala Mario. I think they just painted Mario over a koala. Like a pre-existing koala. I don't know why. Where is this? Is this like a zoo or something? Someone said your microphone, please. What happened? Anything? Is it just one guy? It's one guy. Alright. So, yeah, Koala Mario. I think it's a Koalio? Moalio? Okay. Alright, so this is interesting. So, okay. I think what they did here for this one was you have, like, a kebab shop. He's cutting the meat, and it's like Donarix? Is that his name? Donarix the Mario? Schwar Mario. Could be that. I mean, he's green, and he's missing the letter, but he's just got Donarix. I think he's pretty cool. Obviously, they just stole the image, and they just threw it on a sign. You're gonna see that a lot in this segment. You're just gonna see tons of, like, companies or, like, you know, people with small little local businesses that just stole Mario and then threw him in Photoshop. Schwario, that's a good name, chat. I like that. We can work on the names together. Let's see, what do we got here? Also, if people submitted lore with these Marios, I'm disregarding it, because I just want to imagine I found the Mario out in the open. So this is Nelcon. That's his name. His name is just Nelcon. What does that say? Blow down, move over. Oh, slow down. That's what he says. He goes, slow down and move over. So, yeah, just this, nothing different than the normal Mario. This is a pretty, just a basic, we stole this image from Google and we put it on a truck. Vinny, your mic may have cut out again. Is that what's going on? Is it actually happening? How is that, like, that's two different people that feel like my microphone cut out. That's weird. You went suddenly silent. Vinny, I had 2 tabs open. Alright. This guy can't get off unless he has 2 tabs of my stream open. Alright, so this is, Super Mario. That's his name. What is this? Is this like a cassette tape? Alright, so Super Mario looks very crusty. There's no way around that. Like, he just has like a layer of crust. He's got a little bit of a scummy face. He's got very, like, I'm gonna say brittle legs. Like, his legs are rotten. Probably from so many hard landings. But, and the hat is deflated. But what's going on with Bart? And why is he called Batman? Isn't it supposed to be Bartman? What is Bart doing here? I don't even know. So we've got, let's see, Super Mario, Batman, High Movement, Barton, Skitabuki. What? And then over at it says Bart Simpsonin on the side. I just wonder if this is like music. It's Finnish. Well, that's right, it's finished. Let's move on. Here's another balloon brother. This one's Luigi. He just looks like he's seen some shit. So this is Bluigi. We'll call him Baluigi. Baluigi. Okay, so this image seems to be Yoda with a Mario in the background. I think someone's just selling their own, like, wooden toys. I'm gonna say the Mario here is just a cameo. That Yoda's pretty cool. Is Nintendo, like, do they, like, actually come after you? Do they send their ninjas to your, like, is Geppetto dead? Because of this? Oh, man, that's a shame. Well, Wood Ario, or like Mahogany Ario, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be some name in there. Marionette. I don't know what's going on with this dude, but he was submitted multiple times. Apparently, this is a real... Was it Vario? Who is this? What's he from? Looks like an OC. Oh, well, then we must remove this from the segment immediately. Savant? Why do people know who this is? Who is Savant? Have you never listened to Savant before? No, dude. I'm sure Savant is phenomenal. EDM, that's my favorite type of music. But yeah, I guess this is just their thing. They just have they're like a plumber. So this dude's name is now Vario. Costa Rican market named Super Mario won a case against Nintendo recently. Interesting. Okay, cool. Will Savant win a case against Nintendo? Okay, so we got a food truck here. Who's this guy? This guy, he's got a beard. It's not the best Photoshop. I don't know what stocking stuffers has to do with calzones. I guess you stuff a calzone with ham. His hat says, "Get stuffed." Oh, boy. I guess this dude's name is... Get Stuff Ario'd. Yeah, I guess, you know, again, a lot of these advertisements just take something like an image of Mario. They just edit the hat. At least in this case, they threw a beard on him. You know what I mean? Like, at least there's a beard. I wonder if the dude that owns this company, or this truck, excuse me, has a beard. Maybe we'll never know. Some of these were just sent to me with no information, no explanation. And I don't know why Power Button Ario, Pink Mario, he turns pink and dies. He powers down. Oh yeah, these are the He Thick colors. Notice his hair is blue, but his mustache is brown. So I have no real lore for that dude. Like I said, I can't even... I want to get one, but I don't know where to even buy one. Here's one. That one's pretty good. That definitely is, like that thing I found at the mall, wherever that is. I had that image I showed of like a bootleg Mario. But yeah, I mean, this is just a pouch, I guess, or it's not even a pouch. I was gonna say, I think it's just a really weird keychain. A lot of Marios have green hats and green overalls, and so I don't think the people that make these things actually care. Fuck you, that is not green. All right, it's teal. So, his name is Scyther. I think this is... Okay, I don't know how this snuck into the folder, but this appears to be someone's handsome Mario OC. I see the name Rafa Knight there, so this dude is Rafario. I can't tell anymore. What if this is someone's... I mean, people are saying AI. You're quick to say it. Maybe. I don't know anymore, Chad. It's getting harder and harder to tell, but... what if this was someone's passion, and they made this? I don't think it is. I think there's, like, detail here. There's intent. I think it's just someone who really wanted to make a very handsome young Mario. An idealistic Mario. One who has the world ahead of him. A sparkle in his eye. Who knows that he likes to put the beans on it. I don't know. This could be the culmination of their life's work. Don't be shy, show the rest of him. What makes you think I have more of this image? So here's Marco. I don't even have to name this brother. This is one that is... I'm gonna say this is pretty... It's a generic Italian man, and not a Mario. Chad, it's actually modeled. Stop assuming it's AI. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we've got, Here you go, chat. For any... Listen, I know this is one of those things where we're going to be hearing about this a lot in the future, but just consider if you spent a long time working on something, and then people were calling your stuff that. I don't think that would feel great. So just, you know, jumping to conclusions makes an ass out of you and me. But he's fully modeled, chat, and he's got his own little Mario Elpert in there somewhere, so... I'm gonna say... Marco is... somewhat Mario because of the mustache. He's got Mario-like features, but this brother is probably... I guess he's got the first 3 letters, too. Oh, he's got 4 letters! Huh. They're cousins. They're cousins. This isn't a brother. This is a cousin. You know? They don't really talk to this cousin too much because this one's over in Italy. Even though he's not. He's probably somewhere in, like, Cleveland. But, you know, he's Italian. He's a chef. I'm sorry. He's a chief. He's a chief. All right. Never mind. I bet his pasta is real good. This dude... Again, I don't know why I added this to the folder, but... It says, a sincere and caring brother whose eyes are like clear pools. His name... is... Caleb. There's Juanito's tree service. So there's Juanito. You can tell by the name on the hat. I don't know if I would recommend carrying a chainsaw like that. That seems dangerous. I don't think I've really, you know, I've not seen a Mario brother wearing like a black shirt and black hat. Maybe there are some out there that do so. But, he's a pro. Oh, okay, he's a professional. So Juanito can endanger the lives of all the innocent squirrels while he's trying to do his job because he's a professional. Got it. I'm gonna say that this is not actually... They're not, like, this isn't a brother To Mario, I think he's just kind of coincidental. That's my guess. So, I don't know what is going on in this photo. I guess someone walked by, like, a pawn shop and found these images. That's pretty amazing. I would rather have these on my wall. Like, I kind of want, like, as soon as you walk in to the foyer of my Mario mansion, these would be the first two that greet you as you walk in. I'm not going to say that they're Mario and Luigi. Sure, they have the hat. I'm going to say one's name is Malbio, and the other one is Luke. So here's a real Mario. So notice he's not wearing the overalls. He's Birio. Let's start with that. He's not wearing overalls, but he's got the mustache, he's got the hat, and more importantly, he's got the look. There's a chutzpah. Is it chutzpah or chutzpah? It doesn't matter. He's got it. Whatever it is, he's got it. It's his day off. Well, he's flesh and blood. He exists in this world with all of us. He might be on this planet right now as we live and speak. So I'm going to say that he's also not related, but I think, yeah, Birio is... I'm going to put him in the category of honorary Mario. And I respect the hustle for living your life like a brother. So here we go. We got, oh god, what happened to these things? Did someone, like, spray paint an M on there, like, sloppily? The flesh stash is really throwing me off. That and the nose pussy. I don't know how I feel about that, chat. That is weird. Hang on. No, never mind. I was mistaken. That's not what that is. Yeah, weird. I don't know if I'd want these. For the right price, perhaps I would buy them. So I'm going to say that this is Malformioed and Low Ouija. Yeah. Good for your lawn. Here's Buckeye. I mean, we don't even need to make a name up for this one. His name is Buckeye. He's like a grandfather Mario, and you can tell that because he's got white, old hair. Good for him. You know, he's another professional. Someone just took the Mario and just did a little extra work. Now, this is, I believe... Oh, yeah, he does look like the Monopoly Man. I think this is Mario 2 Mario. And the reason I say that is because he's got the foot protruding, the leg is protruding from the middle of the body. So I think this was based on Mario 2. Yep. It's different a little bit. They didn't just kind of trace or copy, but yeah, it's you can kind of see it's even, you know what? I'll even say this. The Mario 2 illustration is even more egregious than this one. So, yeah. Buckeye, good job. Congrats on being on your own truck. This is a Columbus, Ohio business. Oh, okay. Vinny, wow. Here's the video of Beer Mario. So it's a barber? Huh. There's millions of them. So wait, he's the mascot for a beer company called Kaiser. How does one become a real-life mascot? Also, there were like hundreds of them. Huh. Okay, this is a Mario brother from Cancun. And, you know, it's on a, you know, shirt you could just buy. Is that the Mayan, like, wait, chat, you know that game from the ancient times? Is that Mayan or, you know, what is that? He's charging a spirit bomb. Oh. The whole game. No. Aztec? Well, whatever it is, it looks like this is a tourist shirt for that region. I'm not really sure why it had to be Mario, but, you know, maybe there's some potential here. Maybe they saw that if they put Mario face on their shirt, the sales went up like 200%. Look at his left hand. Okay, I'm looking. It's just a hand. Wow. So this is, the thumb is wrong. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is kind of wrong. 2 right hands. The hands are copy-pasted. Not really copy-pasted, just, I think, well, maybe they are. They look a little different. I'm gonna say this is, his name is John. Alright, moving on to... Oh, here we go, another angle of Marionette. It's kind of weirdly cute. Yeah, I kind of like him. Wouldn't it be great to own this and you could just sit on his face like all the time? Mind you, most like well-adjusted normal human beings would see this and they'd be like, that's cool. Maybe I'll buy it. And then they don't think any further about it. But of course, I see this and I'm like, yeah, Mario's gonna be pressed against your butt. He's a little non-standard. I don't know if this is the real Mario. I don't believe this is a licensed Nintendo product. So, once again, I'm gonna say a coincidental Mario. His name is Mark. And you can sit on him. Chat, this is, I'm not kidding, this was like some Dr. Mario, I think I got some information on this one. And what I remember from it was, it is like, you could download a skin for Dr. Mario in Smash Brothers, I forget which one, maybe the new ones. And his WhatsApp Mario. I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would do this, but I believe his name is Dr. WhatsApp. That's what it says on the image. That's someone's favorite Mario. Placeholder? I mean, it could be. Maybe Placeholder is his nickname. There are some thresholds that should not be crossed. This is Irio, chat, and this Irio character is actually somewhat famous. I'd have to do a little research. Irio. Alright, so let me... Irio is a recurring character in the online Nintendo-inspired comic Brawl in the Family. He's known as the janitor of the Mushroom Kingdom and cleans up after Mario clears a level. He sees Mario as his idol and has no problem cleaning up for him. He may be related to Mario and Luigi due to him appearing at their family reunion and sharing the Ario suffix in his name. So there's a whole fucking lore page here and tons of images. People have, you know, done some texture stuff, and Irio has been endeared to the world. That's literally an OC. God damn it, I don't know why I included this shit. I guess Sponge could be here if we're talking about non-standard Mario Brothers. No, he's cool though. I like Irio. He's doing good work. This is more what I was looking for. Also, okay, let's examine this. So there's no mustache. Clearly, there's some Mario energy going on here, right? His arm feels like it's coming out of his face. So anatomically, I don't feel like this Mario is correct. And he seems to do, like, yard work. There's no real name here, so I'm going to call him Haggis Jeffin. His name is Haggis Jeffin R.E.G. Haggis Wheat. His name is Jacob. Or Haggis Jeff N. Cousin Vinny's Home Improvement. Of course, one of these had to be a Vinny. I don't know this guy. You know, I'm a V-I-N-N-Y, not a V-I-N-N-I-E, so I don't really have anything to do with V-I-N-N-I-Es. It's not my kind of people, just saying. But I like this guy. He's got very small legs. What else has he got? He's got a curly mustache. The V on his hat is also shaped like a Superman diamond, so that's kind of unique. I don't know, do you think this guy's related to the Mario Brothers, or is he just some other guy? I just don't know. Vinny, how was your life experience in a post-My Cousin Vinny movie world? I have a lot of cousins, so I was always My Cousin Vinny. Like, constantly. It was the funniest thing, and it still happens. Like, people still sometimes make that joke, and it's like they think they're so clever, they're the first one to do it. I'm just like, that's actually really good. That's really good. Like, I didn't even know that you could do something like that. That's a sick reference to My Cousin Vinny movie. And of course, we have Cousin Vinny over here, too. A-rated on Angie's list. Oh, Angie, get over here. Angie, put me on your list. You could do that? Wait, it's this guy again. Wait, Buckeye. Wait, is his name Buckeye or Thomas Galbra? Uh-oh. Another clone? Did someone steal this original character and start another business? Well, I don't know. I mean, I want to call him Buckeye, but I think his name is Tomario. His name is Tomario, Chad. I'm pretty sure. That's crazy. The imposter syndrome. That's really good. How'd you come up with that? Super Merrick blocks. There's a new... Just a quick aside. I saw this and I thought it was too good to pass up. So, I didn't expect this. It's just... I guess, is it Chinese Toad? Is that what people are saying? So... Apparently Toad is enough of a thing that even he gets bootlegged. I'm gonna call this guy... Churd. C-H-U-R-D. I think that's a good name for him. There were official brothers. I've covered this. This was an official fake brother. And I've used this guy in my own cartoon. In the Mario Brothers Super Show. Now, none of these brothers are canon, even though one of them looks exactly like Wario. They pretty much got Wario right by accident. And there is a front view, but I don't have that right now, so... But yeah, Withered Sponge. He looks... Yeah, he is very tall. I mean, this dude... He could be identified by posture, for one. He's lankier than Luigi. He's got a stank face. This guy's been in the business for a long time. He's gotten screwed over by so many employers. Like, this dude has seen everything. He's seen shit, vomit. He's seen overflow. He's been in the worst plumbing jobs, and he's just fucking over it. Unpaid invoices. Like, he's had a really tough go of it. And here are these newbies, the Mario Brothers, they come along, and the plumber boot camp program they've got in the episode, they try to, like, get them into shape as, like, good plumbers. And, I don't think this guy needs it. I think he's pissed that he's even here. And I think he's pissed that he's here because He's already been doing this for like 25 years, and he is so over it. What's his name, chat? Rizepi? Good enough for me. Why explain why you do this? Oh, here's another of that other Mario brother, Hag is something. In real life, too. And I think that's just multiple people have taken pictures of their local Mario brothers and sent them to me, which is very heartwarming. Okay, so Jeff sent me this one. And this is real. Okay? Super Mario Brothers trophy figure with scorecard. I'm guessing this is like a 1985 product because it is so crusty. It looks like the Hammer Brothers' head has been kicked, like, plain off. Mario is, like, he looks like the devil in this fucking trophy. Mario kicks one of the Hammer Brothers. The Hammer Brother is holding a turd. Like, that is poop. I'm sure of it. But chat, this is what we had. It wasn't like one standard Mario design in the mid-'80s when Mario was becoming like this huge thing. They were just, I guess, in a rush to just push out merch. People were like kind of doing their own take on Mario, so you had weird shit like this. You had, excuse me, you had, this guy. Right? Areno saw this dude. This is apparently official. And, some people in chat said they have him. Don't know why he looks like that. The hat is actually like fabric, which is cool, but apparently is very easily lost. So, some of the ones of this that are in existence do not have a hat. Why are his lips like that? Well, I'm gonna call him DSL Ario. That's my nickname for this one. Alright, moving on. We've got... what happened here? Okay. This one is not working. So I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I'm gonna call this guy Fulio. I think he kind of reminds me, like, is he a mad scientist? Is this the Hojo of the Mario universe? Is he doing, like, experiments on piranha plants and Goombas? That's a Leon the Professional reference. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. John Reno. Interesting. Well, hang on a minute. There's another one, too. It's an art piece like Kid Robo in New York City. He commits felony. His name is Felonio. I like Felonio. That's really good. I think he's got a silenced gun, or it just shoots a giant gold bullet bill. I think that's what's happening. Vinny, this guy is an OC. Kinda, I mean, the no OC rule is a little tough because it's so... There's some vagueness to it, but I'm trying my best here, chat. What have we got here? McLean Brothers, just straight up using the typeface. Whoa, this Mario is jacked. Holy shit! And yet he's got such gentle, like, eyes and facial features. Like, I would trust this dude. This feels like an OC, but a business OC. Like, they're like, alright, what's the coolest, most jacked Mario we can create? He's gonna rip your pipes off. He's gonna clean them. He's gonna shit down your pipes. And then he's gonna put them back on. He can handle any problem. This looks like what we thought Mario was going to look like in the future, because when video games were trending to more realistic, you know, it's like, what could Mario be? Maybe he'll just be like a real plumber. He'll be like hyper detailed, and he'll be like badass. Like if Nintendo like caved to industry trends around like the mid 2000s and decided to make Mario like a fucking badass superhero, maybe he would have looked like this. So I'm going to call him Brawlio, even though he has a name already. Here's, I think, Cal Parsianiro. Definitely not Paper Mario, by the way. This is a completely different creature. Make no mistake. They did such a minimal edit on this. It's unbelievable. I'm gonna call this one Parmesan. That's his name. Alright. Here's another pretty famous one that I've seen a bunch that was sent my way a lot. And I think this is another, like, art installation Mario. And yes, he has a gun. Do you know someone that owns a gun? Or a knife? Steel boots, yep. Yep, he can kill. He's made of stained glass. I don't know his name, but maybe we can come up with a name. Metal Mario for starters. Gun Ario. Carbuncle. What? Glock. His name is just Glock. I kind of like just calling him Glock, even though that's a revolver. It's just a funny name. Alright, we got... So, I think, don't worry about the One Piece stuff. I think this Mario is the owner of the Raiders? Or he's like a drug kingpin? He's like a Tuco Salamanca. I don't know. What the fuck is going on here? He's like Scarface. Wow. Tony Montario. Mafioso. Mario Salamanca. There's many different names. Boardwalk merch. They do sell shit like this. This is very typical Boardwalk merch. Yeah. Let's see. Man, some of this stuff just... Like, WebP is such a weird format and does not open in a correct way. Little Mario. Okay, Little Mario has small arms, like stubby, like legs. It looks like he's in a swimsuit, like diaper. And he's... But the face is pretty accurate. Like, I kind of like this guy. You can have a Little Mario as a treat. Toddlario, we'll call him. I don't know where they sell that dude. This is Sleep Paralysis Mario, or, I'm thinking of a way to sleep paralysis. I don't know. But I don't think I would want to see this. If you saw this at your door, what would you do, chat? You know what I would do? I would give Glock a call. Night Mario. Oh, Night Mario is really good. What is it? Why is this in the fold? Get out of here. But name this brother. Who's this brother? Well, this is... Again, it's like, this is where I start questioning what makes a brother a brother. You know, how close until you have a Mario brother? In this case, he's not a brother. The ears are similar. The nose is similar. The roundness of the face. And he's got a mustache, even though it's a very different mustache. He's not wearing a plumber outfit at all. He doesn't have a letter on his hat. So it's the eyes are similar too. I mean, there's a lot here that is in the genus of brother, right? The phenotype, if I'm using that word correctly. I don't even know. But it's also just removed enough that you could almost just say that this is like a stylized Italian. So maybe a cousin, a second cousin. Electario. What even is a Mario? That's a kind of a good question, but you know, I think maybe like let's refer to this. This is something that I discovered and talked about a little bit in my video from not too long ago, October. And to me, the brothers, like, they have mustaches, they have the hats with the letter, they have overalls, and they're just variations of size and color. Their mustaches can be a little different, but there are some very distinct traits that make up a brother, and I feel like when you start removing them, little by little, you start to wonder, like, is that a brother? Like, okay, here, this is from, what, it says OIP, O-I-P. I don't know what this is, I don't know what it means. It looks like something from Plants vs. Zombies, or Angry Bird, rather. And, yeah, it's just like a pig Mario. But it's Mario enough because there's mushrooms, and then there's the hat. But I would say without the hat, it would not be Mario enough. Yeah, he's got a pipe and everything, but still, without the hat, wouldn't work. It would still work if there was a hat and no mustache, I think. I can't believe I'm doing this, like, but, you know, it's important, chat. We need to do this. We need to do this. All Marios are Italian, but not all Italians are Mario. That's very good. A brother is like porn. I know it when I see it. Very good. Very good. Alright, so this is Oip. That's his name. Okay, here's another pasta. This one's pretty clear. This one's pretty blatant as far as I'm concerned. Now, I don't know if... Is this the same brand? Did they rebrand? It looks like one is... The one on the right is from before a lawsuit. Is that real? They had to change because of Mario. Because of Nintendo. Chat is saying that there was a lawsuit. Left is after ray tracing. RTX on. Chat saying there was a lawsuit and this was their original pasta. That's why one is chief and not chef. What? Well, I don't know. That's a good point. I guess he got promoted. Maybe he's like an army chef or something. All I know is if you have this version of Marco and you save it, you're probably going to be a millionaire one day. This is like kind of a can of worms here. Gamer Smiles. Wait, Gamer Smileys. Okay, so Gamer Smileys, chat, and I see what looks like a Sonic. I see a star. Is it a wrist star? I see... It says VS on their hats. Is that, what does that stand for? Vinesauce? I don't know. Versus? Fruit Ninja? I don't know. There's a Peach. There's some... Angry Bird. I see the Fruit Ninja on the bottom left. Yeah, it's just... It's... Who knows? Vin, check out these non-standard Mario Brothers I found on the road. Here's quick bonus content. The Highway Bros. Missing mustaches. That's good. They wouldn't want Nintendo to be in a car behind them and then, like, you know, pull out the siren, pull them over. But yeah, I mean, these Marios, I guess, are just non-standard enough that maybe they can legally get away with it if they don't have the letters on the hat. I don't know. I'm gonna call one. One of them is so VS, right? So we need some names. Maybe like I was gonna say Versace, Vasectomy, and Victor Saucelio. Sure, good enough. Vasectomy is my favorite Mario brother. Very cool brother that he is. All right. Here's another little guy. I think he's actually kind of cool. Feltario. Yeah, he's good. I don't know what mobile game this is from. Maybe, hang on a minute. Maybe is this might be, oh, it's Andrio. Right, I've played Andrio before. Yes. There he is. So, okay, if you do a deep dive, and I'm sure there's many more that were removed, but the amount, the sheer number of Mario clones that I could cover from just the Android alone is insane. There's so many. Yeah, there's like Aldo, Andrio. There's this dude's very top heavy. Yes, he's jacked. I mean, think about it. Android Andrio, chat. It's lore. It's deep lore. But yeah, there's a million of these things, and I do wonder if there's many more I haven't seen that were removed. And then if you go to like Flash games, there's even more. But a lot of that is like, I would almost consider that to be OC. But I do wonder how long these games get to remain online, especially if they're using the question mark blocks and like what appears to be Goombas. Here's something I showed recently, but this is, I think, this is another old piece of Mario merch where it's like, again, they didn't know what Mario fully was supposed to look like yet, so they just made this like horror show. This would be something I would actually love to own. So if anyone knows where I could get my hands on one of these... That's great. Do non-standard Marios have to be outsider art in order to not be considered OCs? I don't really fully know, and I would like to apologize for the rule. What I do know was happening was people were sending emails of like, Vinny, I drew this Mario for your segment. And I'm like, that's not really what I was looking for. It's more like weird merch, bootlegs that are used to advertise products, or like, you know, just some strange version of the character in some other game.
Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world.
So who's this guy? Apparently Somnium is the name of that game. This guy is more Waluigi. But, like, there's enough that you know who he is, especially, like, the ground tiles, but... Yeah, he's got, like, someone just said Castro? Fidel Castro. You know what? I'll accept it. But yeah, stuff like this is like now, once in a while, you just have like a new brother being invented. Then you have Gwailor. Gwailor? I don't know if that's the name of the place or the brother, but there isn't too much of a difference between this and the actual Mario. This guy is pretty much like spot on, except for the letter on his hat. But his shoes are made of bread. We'll just call him Gwailor. I think that'll be a good name for him, even if it's just a place. Here's another one. So, Bogata Domiclios, Mr. Brosus, Mr. Bros. It even says MB, so I think his official name is Mr. Bros. Wonderful. Again, just a, like, copy-pasted head. Another, Okay, this is another one that makes me question what a Mario brother even is. Saeed? I mean, you could say said, but it might be Saeed, I don't know. This is so very, very vaguely Mario. It's the round nose, it's the eyes, it's the mustache. That's pretty much it. I don't know. I mean, I was considering maybe not even having this one in the folder, but I figured I would throw it up to the chat. What do you think? Is this a cousin? Is this a second cousin? Is this a third cousin? It's a Turkish Mario. Fezario. I mean... Chat, I think it's a cousin 3 times removed. I also feel like it could just be coincidental. I guess some chat member just keeps throwing this into the chat, so here you go. I guess, is this Jojo? I think, yeah, Jojo seems to have had an old Mario brother. Jojario, we'll call him. So yeah, I think the Saeed character here is going to be a bit of a controversial figure in the Mario community chat. In fact, the community is in shambles. It's crumbling as we speak because of Saeed, because no one knows how to classify him. No one knows where he belongs. You know, some people think he's a brother, some people think he's a cousin, some people think he has nothing to do with it. This comes with no information whatsoever. So I'm just going to call him Smoothiari. His name is John. And finally, you know, I don't think this is anything to do with Mario Brothers whatsoever. I'm going to say that this is actually not even close to a Mario Brother. Not even coincidental, it's just not even close. So, get rid of that. And that's the segment, chat. That's really it. I think we've learned a couple things today, which is to say, I don't really know what a Mario Brother is. Oh, here's one. Okay, someone just submitted this. And they're like, Vinny, take a look at this. Is this a Mario Brother? And I don't kind of fucking know if it's a Mario Brother. Maybe it is. Right? I mean... Boss Baby? It's like a Boss Baby, but he's wearing the Fire Flower overalls, and he's in a Mario pose. It's like, okay, they stole the Mario body, put a Pixar baby on the... where the head should be, and then just put some angel stuff on him. So, once again... Or DreamWorks, yeah, I don't know. This is where we start to determine how far is too far. Who is that brother? Who is it really? What about this one? the Italian wizard. Huh. I thought the segment was over, but people just keep submitting stuff. This is another one that it's like it's starting to really push the barrier of what is a Mario Brother. There's no overalls. The hat is a wizard hat, but the nose, the eyes, the mustache, and the general layout of the face are all very, very similar. I'm going to say this is a second cousin. Also, the shoes are a mustache for some reason. I don't know why he's got mustache shoes, but... Oh my god. Alright, chat, you have to stop submitting Marios now, please. Like, genuinely, we have to stop with the Marios. I got more. We'll do a couple more. This segment could go on forever. Here's another one. A&S Automotive Repair. But yet their names are M and L. So, I mean, there's probably no debate here. These are just straight up the Mario Brothers. But let's say that their names start with A and S. You have ASIO, which can be used to record your files, your audio on your computer, and ASIO and Scrotigi. Oh, ASIO and Shitio. That works for me. Mr. Neshat, everybody. Look at this one. That is 100% related to the Mario Brothers because he's wearing the outfit, he's got the apron, but it still kind of looks like overalls. He's got gloves. Gloves are another important aspect of a Mario Brother. You've got the mustache, you've got the nose, which is a little red. The font. I mean, there's even video games happening here. There's just straight up a Goomba. No expense was spared to rip off the Mario series and its assets. That question mark block is ripped straight out of Mario World, chat. Crazy. Someone wanted to know if this was a Mario Brother. Like, why does this exist? Yes, it's a Gokario. He's very real. Friezario? Sure, I'll take that. I only know one Dragon Ball, and his name is Goku. This is Moldio. I might have shown this before, but this is a really fucking weird one. I'm gonna say Moldio because it just looks like mold. Obviously, people are saying Kamio and all that. That's very funny, chat. I agree, it's very funny, but it's fuzzy. It's like that fuzzy mold. But yet, there's a mustache. You can see the outline of the overall nipples. You have the eyes, and you have the M. It is discernibly a Mario. This is uncomfortable. I don't like the way they look like creatures. ML and ML. Mario Luigi and Mario Luigi. Maybe we can just stop doing this segment. I'm going to be thinking about that Luigi for the rest of my life. It's like, you know what he reminds me of? Like a goblin that was caught. Like he wasn't supposed to be filmed, but you got him on camera. Fentanyl. Never mind. Anyway. Chat, I think we have learned something. I'm going to actually end the segment now. We've learned a little bit more about the Mario Brothers. What makes a brother? We learned that the brothers have a lot of cousins. Some brothers are closer to brothers than others. And there are some coincidental, maybe they look a little like the Mario Brothers, but not quite. We have unlearned much. Yeah. I guess you're right. I don't really know if I learned anything from this. How long has this song been playing for? This is a 3-minute long video of this like 10-second loop over and over and over again. Oh my god. Who's that brother? I don't know if we have enough material for another segment, but if you end up finding in your journeys, you're driving, you're at a restaurant, and you see potentially a brother that can be added to the collective, let me know. I'm not sure if I'm willing to extend the segment to brothers that are like I said, OCs, but maybe like fake games that you see on like movies and TV. Hell, maybe even if you find a brother from an Android game that no longer exists. That's something. We'll find every brother, chat. They're out there somewhere. They're out there somewhere.
How about a kiss for luck?
You've got to be kidding.
Oh, Chad, I should mention I got a key for the Jedi Power Battles remake, which isn't a remake, but it's a slight upscale with only one real true edition, which is Jar Jar Binks. I don't know. Man, I don't know. I might play it. It looks like shit, but then again, so did the original. Yeah, it's based on the Dreamcast port. You forgot the new animation. Right. I won't though, because now I'll pull it up and during the BRB I'll download it. Got it. All right, let's see what we got here. Is it mouse and keyboard, this one? Let's see.